What is up, everybody, and welcome back to my next exclusive interview. Today, I am here with the Northeast Beast himself, one half of Bustah and the Brain, one half of Young, Dumb, and Partner. Not sure what you guys are going by.
It's
One
Price,
half,
not partner.
yeah,
But
Young.
busting the brain with the main name. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what you see. That's what I thought it was, but I saw online people are saying it's Young, Dumb, and Partner. So I was like, I guess it's because it's Boston, so that's what people were thinking
That,
at first. But it makes sense, honestly.
yeah, I kind of get it. I mean, young. I think YDMP was more of a placeholder name because like we were just
Yeah,
such a fresh tag team that kind of got thrown together with Jordo coming and helping me at spring break. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Oh yeah, because I was gonna ask, like, so are you guys really specifically trying to go by Busta and the Brain now, compared to YDNP?
yeah, I mean, but it's kind of like busting the brains the main name, and if people want to call us YDMP, that's just a nickname. But
Yeah,
I think we like busting the brain because it's definitely it fits us more. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I I gotta say, I love the introduction. Like I was drawing a blank on his name, but MLJ, who's terrific at what he does. The introduction he gives you guys at all the GCW shows, it just goes so well. So you guys are really hitting on all cylinders now.
Thank you. Yeah, MLJ is one of the best announcers slash he can be a great commentator as well. He drops a lot of facts and knowledge that not a lot of people know from his trade dating tr- uh what is it called, tape trading days. So yeah, I really enjoy the work that Emil does because sometimes Emil will put his own little flair on it, and it really helps. Kind of like, oh, that really works. Thanks, Emil. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he doesn't mean to do it. He's just being him. So, shout outs to Emil J.
Well, nonetheless, today I am here with one of my personal favorites on the indie scene today. I said today twice there. Alec Price, how you doing today, Alec?
I'm good, living life. I'm about to go to the gym in a second, just cleaning the house, walking the dog. I just came back from Alaska, almost got ran over by a moose. So that was very interesting. I never felt so little in my life. That was the moment where I was like, damn, this man could take me off the census if he wants to. So, but I'm great. It was a great trip, little vacation. Got to see the last frontier, eat some reindeer sausage, smoked salmon. Can't complain.
Well, you spoke about it a little bit there. How was your Alaska trip? GCW went over to Alaska, Anchorage. It was their debut. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was their debut in Alaska. What was that like for
Hmm.
you?
I mean, Alaska was amazing. It's one of those the parts of the country that I feel like a lot of people don't ever see themselves getting to because you got to think Alaska. When we were up there, 907 Wrestling is the only wrestling company that is in Alaska. There's no other competition. There's no other wrestling companies because it's just so expensive up there. You got to ship the ring. Like he was telling me, a ring will cost them like 5K, right? But then it's costing about 4K to ship the ring because of the travel and the gas and everything. So it was an amazing experience. It kind of reminded me of the Northeast with the weather and kind of how everyone was, the way it looked. But I feel like Alaska has its own feel to it. You can't really put a thumb, you know what I'm saying? You can't really stick a pin in it because there was like we met a dude that was from New Jersey that lived there for years, but he didn't sound like he was from New Jersey. He sounded Canadian. You know what I mean? Like just a great experience, and you kind of realize that like wow, this is all wilderness. You know what I'm saying? Like people are just a small thing up here. It's like there's no sound pollution. The air is very clean. Everywhere is dope. Like I loved it up there. Honestly, I could move up there after wrestling.
And you and Jordan wrestled the Inquisition, who many maybe down here don't exactly know much about them. But what was it like working with them and seeing like what I would call the top of Alaska's tag team wrestling independent scene up there?
Honestly, it was a fun match. They're the Inquisition. Really kind of showed me and Jordan what Alaska tag team wrestling is all about. They won a lot of people's hearts over on Twitter. I was reading the feed and everyone was just like new favorite tag team, the Inquisition. Um, it was great. The dude Deacon, it's crazy because the Inquisition may not be a tag team for that much longer because Deacon is actually getting redeployed into the military.
Oh wow.
So this was like the third of like he has two more to go before he's moving to Florida. So it was really kind of like a heartfelt moment to be like, all right, it's our first time up here, and this is one of your last times. So let's make sure that we both come out of this super happy and grateful. And I feel like we both just like both teams had a great time. It was a blessing to go up there. I'm really excited about it. I'm really happy about it, and we're probably going back soon. So not with GCW, maybe somewhere else, maybe with 907, maybe GCW. Brett already said next year. You never know.
Yeah. Honestly, that was a great match. Kudos to Deacon. I wish him lots of luck getting redeployed and everything because some things are bigger than wrestling. Like I love wrestling, but I know he seems like a all around good dude. So I'm happy for him, but I wish him the best. I hope he stays safe and everything.
A lot of people up there were good. Like a lot of great, like very. The hospitality was amazing. They just opened their arms up and took care of us. Shout out again to JT and 907 Wrestling and all of the wrestlers in the locker room for making all of us GCW people feel at home and welcomed. And it was super. Like I said, a grateful experience to go up there because like I never expected to go to Alaska. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching like Ice Road Truckers and Alaska Last Frontier and all these shows that go on, and you see kind of how they live, but you never really go there until you're there. You never really understand it until you're there, and you're like, wow. It's just beautiful. Every scene, every mountain looks like a hand painted. It's kind of insane.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was gonna say, the group photo that you guys had that came out recently with like all of you guys together, it looked like something that you would see online, like the background. It looks like one of those screensaver type of things that when you're
Yeah, like a
I hope
movie.
that's yeah. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
that looks really
yeah. Like
cool.
what were you saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I was saying that looked really cool though. What was it like for you to see that in person?
Oh, it was just like breathtaking, honestly. Um, it's one of those things where you sit back and you realize how small we actually are and how beautiful the world actually is outside of where I come from. Like, I come from the city, I see nothing but buildings and pigeons and dark clouds and maybe the ocean. This was something where it's like you cannot there's no other place like Alaska. It was gorgeous. It really was a great trip. Helped me a lot out with everything, and I feel like I'm a better person going to there. You know what I'm saying? It's really awesome.
That's awesome. And I did want to use this interview to kind of share your story to a new audience who, although they support you, they maybe didn't hear your story a ton. So, when and why did you first become a fan of professional wrestling? And did you have any favorites growing up?
I had a bunch of favorites. My nana was a big wrestling fan, so she was the type of person when she was watching wrestling, the whole block was watching wrestling because she would be screaming like, "Rip his head off! Rip his head off! Kill him!" She loved the Von Erichs. Carrie was her favorite. I loved Carrie growing up, but I obviously didn't get a chance to watch them because I was too young. Texas Tornado was out before I got to start watching wrestling. But like early memories of me and my brother Scotty and Leo watching professional wrestling, Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression, mostly Ruthless Aggression because like I was born in '98, so I kind of didn't really get to really kind of understand or kind of take in wrestling until I was a couple years older, three, 3, 4, what I'm saying, 5, because at that point I was just thinking about dinosaurs and Bakugan, but yeah, and then my brother stopped wrestling. Growing up where I did, not a lot of people liked it. And then I met my best friend Eddie, my childhood best friend at Gardo Pagan, and he had all the toys, he had all the belts, he had the games, he had everything. So finding someone that shared that love of wrestling really sparked it back up. And then I got into backyard for a year. Thanks to my boy Daquan, and it was like it wasn't like a backyard company where people were like trying to get on shows and all that. It was legit like just four like I think like 8 kids didn't know each other in my boy's backyard with a base that was made up of milk crates and mattresses. So we did that. I did that for a year. I almost got hurt. One day I went to take a Canadian for my boy. He hooked it behind the arms. My head went through and like the mattress is split. And
Oh,
because the way we had it built, my shoulders like stopped the mattresses as my head went under. So like if it wasn't for my shoulders hitting the mattresses, I was breaking my neck. So after that, I was like, well, I think I do love this and I want to do this for real. And I also don't want to be one of those bums that like, oh, I got broke my neck and now I'm paralyzed because of backyard wrestling. Like, if I'm going to do this, I want to be trained. I want to actually do it and like see how it goes. So then my mom knew Pat Dillon, the former owner of UFO Wrestling. He went to Southie High with her, trained at Kowalski's. He had ties with the Belltime Club, training under Bo Douglas and Benny Jooks. Bo was trained by Killer Kowalski. Benny Jooks was originally trained by Kowalski. Right at the tail end of Kowalski's school before he sold to Holla, but then he moved to Superstar Pro Wrestling by Tony Roy and Richard Burns. And yeah, I walked into the BTC and I never left because wrestling is the one thing that I feel like I was put on this earth to do. Like this is my path, and this is what I was born to do. Like I feel right in there. I played every sport on like that I can get my hands on. I was a football, basketball, baseball, hockey, track, tennis. Like I was really good at tennis, all these things, but I never felt right. Never felt like it was mine until I stepped into a ring and I was like, wow, this is where I belong. You know what I'm saying? So what is it? 2017. It's about to be 2026. So 9 years in February. Um, and you know what's crazy about it too is a lot of people used to tell me that it goes by like that. It goes by like that. You never know. It goes by like that. Cherish these moments, and it really has. It's after like the first 2 years. Once you start really kind of getting on the road, it just bam, 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 bam. And you got to understand, I was 18 when I started. So like once I hit 20, that's also the age where people usually start like maturing and getting older, and the time kind of usually starts to go a little bit quicker. You don't notice it as much because you have so much to do, and it's been a journey. But I love professional wrestling. I'm glad I got to be get to be a part of it, get to make my name in it, and yeah, I'm happy for everything and all the blessings.
Yeah, because so you kind of answered it there too, but I did want to ask you too, like when did you realize like, you didn't want to go maybe the college route, work behind a desk, work a 9 to 5 type of gig. You wanted to become a professional wrestler and you kind of wanted to make a livelihood as a professional wrestler. When did that come about for you?
About 18, I was a junior in high school. I never had a problem with school. I'm a really good test taker. I'm very smart, so like even when because like my family wasn't bred for school, my family was bred to work. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a middle class household, like actually under a little middle class, we're scraping right on the poverty line. My dad was the only breadwinner, and he would go into work at 3 o'clock in the morning and wouldn't come back until 8 o'clock at night. And my mom, who used to be my actual my teacher when I was in preschool, like had a lot of health problems and couldn't work anymore. So um, I was not good with attendance, but I was passing all my classes and I kept a good grade enough to play sports. So I think junior year, um, I kind of lost the interest to play football. It wasn't like I wasn't like Tom Brady or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I was okay. My brother Leo was the football star, so like I was never going to do as well as him. Track, I was really good. I had scholarships from UMass Boston and a couple other schools. I could have went indoor track route because my high jump and my times were really good. I remember the UMass Boston coach who was the she was a judge at the high school muse had wanted me to come in to help train her people to do the kind of jump that I do because I kind of like throw my hips up in the air. Anyways, yeah, between sophomore year and junior year, I started to work. I got a full time job, and I was working 40 hours a week, overnights, and I was 17, so it wasn't allowed. But we were doing a lot of. I lived right across the street. The manager was letting me get away. He would like put in my boy's number and then fix the hours at the end of the week. And then I didn't have money growing up, so having money for the first time kind of got me like, wow, I need to get more of this, and I don't feel like I'm going to progress in school. And I kind of wish I stayed in school when I did because if I just went to college for track a couple years later, they were doing NIL deals and all that. So like, no, but um,
Yeah.
I'm glad the road I took. So like, yeah, I started junior year, didn't like it. Wrestling was kind of starting to happen, wasn't like happening, but like I was still working, so I wanted to make more money. So I never dropped out. I never signed no papers. I just stopped going to school. Um, and then tried to go back the next year, stopped going, and then like I got hooked up by Miss Carey and Miss Carey and my old football coach, Coach Paz, and they had a program called the Fax program, which was like kind of like a work release where I'd go to school from like 8 to 12. As if I went Monday through Thursday, I wouldn't have to go Friday, and I went back and I got my diploma. So now I got my diploma. I'm all good. But it was really kind of like I don't know. I think from the start I took wrestling serious because I felt like if I wanted to do this, I had to do it. So like 18, I dropped out, stopped going to college, stopped going to school. By 20, I got my diploma because I whole thing where I never dropped out, so I was getting auto enrolled because I had all the credits anyways. So I was able to do that. I got my diploma, and since 18, I've been taking wrestling serious. I think about since like 18, I was taking it serious, but I wasn't able to do anything off of it. 19, I was starting to pick up a little bit. 20 is when stuff really started to change for me, and I was able to like look at this like a job and have enough matches where I could, at the time live, and I can still live off of wrestling now. You know what I mean? So it's been great.
100%. And we've seen everything you've accomplished so far in wrestling, and you've accomplished a lot of great stuff, including wrestling in some very interesting match types. And I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up roughly a month ago, give or take, you and Jordan faced off with the Brothers of Funstruction in a first ever Riddle Box match in GCW.
Yeah.
What was that like for you to work with them in that type of match type? And with how bizarre it was, but awesome. Like, how much fun did you guys have putting that together?
Well, I mean, we had a lot of fun, but like, what do you mean? I technically didn't have any fun because I'm wrestling the clowns in their match. You know what I'm saying? Like this was a setup. We're in Detroit, where ICP and the clowns are stationed. You know what I'm saying? That's their home turf. They got their match. You got to understand the JCW roster, especially the Brothers of Funstruction. They can't wrestle me and Jordo in our match. They can't wrestle us in a ladder match. They can't wrestle us in a Hell in a Cell. They can't wrestle us in any type of match but their own. It was not fun putting that together because we didn't know it was in those boxes. There's never been like me and Jordo are tape masters. You know what I'm saying? The minute we know we're going for an opponent, we start watching old tape. We start bringing in. We start talking. We're a real tag team. We're locked in from the minute we get on the road. Even now, me and Jordo are texting each other, talking about tag ideas and ideas for us and helping us grow. So like we're a real tag team, and you got these brothers that are blood, that are veterans, that have been around the scene. They've done a lot of things, and we can't watch any tape for this match. We can't prepare for this match, which is hard because the brothers are already unpredictable as it is. So yeah, no, I'm not. I'm trying not to swear right now, but yeah, that match was hell. Honestly, I did not like it. I got hit with a fire extinguisher. They used chemical warfare on us. Like, what is this? This isn't even professional wrestling anymore. This is clown stuff. This is clown shit. What's going on? Otherwise, I love Detroit, but the clowns, no.
I mean, and the good thing for you guys is this weekend you are going to be getting your hands on them again. This time in your home turf, Atlantic City. In a
Hmm.
normal, I like to think it'll be a normal match. The clowns, I
Who
don't know, they
knows?
are a little kooky out there. But what's your
Yeah.
mindset heading into that?
My mindset heading into this weekend, me and Jordan got two big matches this weekend, right? On the 11th, we got WrestleMania. We're going for the WrestleMania tag straps. Me and Jordan are going to walk out WrestleMania tag team champions. We are still the Excite tag team champions. And come AC, October 12th, the Brothers of Funstruction. I don't know what type of match it is, but me and Jordan are ready. We're going to bring it GCW style. Maybe some tables, maybe some chairs. Maybe we don't. Who knows? Because at the end of the day, this is going to be a very successful weekend for Busting the Brain on the plan of world domination. World domination! Something that people don't understand. Two people that are the most booked wrestlers in the business, in the world, coming together to take over what should be ours. We're walking out with the WrestleMania tag straps. We're walking out with the GCW tag straps. And anybody else, NJPW, anyone in Japan, Progress, anyone. If y'all want to smoke, put your tag team straps against Bustah in the Brain because our percentile of winning is a 99.9%. There is no losing.
I like that, dude. I love that. You guys deserve all of it. Like, you guys are easily a top tag team around today. So, you guys
Easily.
deserve
Like the
all
best
of
in the
it.
world.
Oh, 100%. It's not really close. Not really close.
No, because you've never seen a tag team
And
that just hits like me and Jay.
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ever since the start, ever
Sorry.
since spring break. What's up?
Oh no, you're good. You froze for a little bit, but we're good.
Oh, okay, I froze. Let me make sure it's in the moose face because the moose almost took me out in Alaska. But me and Jay, ever since the start, when have you ever seen two wrestlers, you know what I'm saying, that were arch rivals on the road? Me and him were rivals for a while. We faced multiple times, different promotions. We were facing each other every territory to come together and just work in a cohesive unit and actually grow as wrestlers and just become a well-oiled machine. It's not something that's been done. Like it's happened before. There have been tag teams that done that, but it's not like me and Jordo. Especially where we haven't even been a tag team for a year, and we're already the best tag team in the world. Busting the Brain, world domination.
And you guys took on, I would say, one of the best tag teams from the UK recently, Man Like Therese and Leon Slater, who are
Hmm.
two incredible talents. But what was it like working with them for you and continuing to prove why you guys are truly one of the best in the world?
We've beaten two tag teams from Europe that can be arguably noted as two of the best tag teams over there. You know, we had Subculture with Flash Morgan Webster and Mandrews. You know what I'm saying? And that was a hard test for me and Jordan because we weren't even really fully a team at that point. We just won the straps. This was our first defense. We were still two singles wrestlers trying to figure out how we can mesh together and become a team. So that was amazing. I mean, Leon is, he's on hot fire right now. So is Derice. Both of them guys are, they came through GCW before, the fire started to happen, and they're really good. Their style's great. A lot of catch, a lot of I don't know, just high flying antics, and it's hard to prepare for those. But like that is just another reason why Bustin' the Brain is actually the best tag team in the world because we can face anybody. We can face two of the best tags from Europe. We can face two of the best tags from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis, Detroit, here, there, and the third, and we're gonna be fine. But I love that match. That was a great match, even though it was raining and there was a lot of slippery moments. You know what I'm saying? But we're good.
Yeah. At spring break, when they brought Jordan out to team with you, what was your reaction to finding out that although Cole suffered an unfortunate injury, you were now going to be teaming with Jordan? And did you guys see the heights that you guys were going to reach together?
I don't think because I never knew Jordan was there at that point. I was going into this match by myself. The whole WrestleMania weekend, I was shopping around for partners. Me and Jimmy Lloyd tagged together at the Dragon Gate show. Me and Marcus at the BZW show. Um, yeah, we had. I didn't know what was going on. I had no clue who was going to show up, and I didn't think Jordan was going to come because at that point Jordan was still injured or was like still had a little bit left. So like Jordan came back early. Um, it was amazing. It was great to see Jordan there, especially like I would never expect. Like I said, we were arch rivals on the road. I never expected Jordan Oliver to come out there. Like it's weird because me and him were very compared a lot when we were both younger. Like people in the Northeast compared me to him. People in the New York scene compared him to me. Um, it was great, and like we never seen what we were gonna do together. We just looked at it like this is going to be the best situation for both of us right now, and we realized very soon that like this is it. This is what we've been missing. This is the key. It's going to help both of us grow, and we've just been taking off since then. I'm grateful for everything that we get to do, and grateful for the more opportunities that will come with us being a team as Buster and the Brain.
For sure. And I would be remiss if I didn't bring up Cole Redrick too, who unfortunately is dealing with a brutal injury. But we wish the best for him. I'm looking forward to when he does come back. But what goes through your mind like when you think about when Cole is ready to come back, and what do are you kind of going to be torn between Jordan and Cole, or is it going to be more of like a Freebird rule maybe?
I don't know. I love tagging with Cole Radrick. Ratty Daddy is, obviously my boy Blue has been one of my best friends since I've come to GCW for a while. And it was a horrible accident that caused him to be injured. And I don't know because I love Cole, I love Jordan, both of them are my brothers, and I feel like both of them could get along, and maybe we can, all three of us, help get rid of the bad, the heel scourge that is that's in GCW right now. Because there's a lot of heels, and maybe it just takes three babies to bring it all together. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I think right now, busting the brain is what I need to be doing, and I feel like we could all come to a consensus. We're all boys. We can all talk it out, figure it out. But until that day comes, I'm just gonna focus on busting the brain, focus on Alec Price, and see where it takes me.
And so one of the things I love about Bust on the Brain and you just in general is how much you have become a staple of Game Changer Wrestling. GCW is a promotion which gets some weird hate online if you even care about what the Twitter trolls say anymore. I don't, because it's just you lose brain cells listening to some of those people. But
Yeah, just brain rot.
what is it like for you to be a part of that roster, be a part of that locker room, and be a part of the biggest independent wrestling promotion in the world?
It's amazing. I mean, we have the best locker room in the business. We have the best people, the best wrestlers come to GCW. There's a reason why you have these people that are fresh off TV or still on TV making an appearance. Um, it's been a very grateful experience. I've worked my butt off for the past couple of years um, to kind of make myself a roster member at GCW and prove that I'm really for this and I'm not just one of these guys that are coming through to use GCW as a platform. Like I'm here to help build the product and build myself with the product. It's been grateful. Brett Lauderdale is honestly one of the best promoters. I really loved working for Lauderdale. He's always taken care of me. He's always made sure I was good. I've never had an issue with him, and there's been times that other promotions have pulled some stuff, and Brett helped me, and Brett's taking care of it. So I love working for GCW. I'm very grateful for the opportunity that Game Changer Wrestling has done for me. Like I've grown myself as a wrestler in Great Game Changer. I've become a better wrestler. I don't know if I was it's not that I don't know if I was able. I think it would have took me a lot longer if it wasn't for GCW, because a lot of the people in the locker room are vets like Effie or Mance was there all the time. Manders is there, Joey's there. All these people have been on the road, have done it all, have seen it all, and they're there to help us grow with it because they know that we're all, what is it called? A strong wind raises all sails. You know what I'm saying? A big wave raises all ships. At the end of the day, we're going to grow together and we are better as a unit. And everyone on that roster, I love their family, and I'm just grateful for Game Changer Wrestling. It's amazing. I don't know. A couple of years ago, I was saying I'm going to be on GCW. Before I even got there, I think it was before IWT the IWTV Championship. I think I just got to Limitless, and I was seeing it was Nick Gage versus somebody, and I was like, I want to be there. I need to be there. I'm going to be there. And getting the opportunity at JCW with that, I don't know, Orange Crush giving me a shot, and then Brett giving me the shot at AC. You know what I'm saying? To wrestle Jordan on my debut match in AC, and then him letting me come on the road and bringing me for the travel, and it's just it's amazing. I've been to Alaska, I've been to Japan, I've been to Europe, I've done my first tours with GCW. I'm super grateful for this company, and we the last outlaws, baby. Ain't no one touching us. And to all the the Twitter trolls, it doesn't matter what you say because you're the first people that would want to get booked by Brett Lauderdale and GCW. And then you would be here being like, this is amazing, I love it. And the next person to go talk trash. I don't want to hear any more Twitter trolls. Unless you're in the business, you in the experience, you've been here, I don't want to hear it because I don't have that experience. I'm not saying other people, I'm saying stuff happens. What are you going to do? That's not my experience, and I will fight tooth and nail to protect this company. 100%.
1000%. And GCW is one of the best indie promotions around today. I think they run every 2 weeks, I want to say, or close to it. Like this, they don't just do the monthly shows, they do almost weekly at times. So
Yeah,
just everything
multiple
that they,
shows in a weekend
yeah,
in different areas. Not just like it's not just like we're doing multiple shows in the same spot. It's a fair show. We're doing it. We're going from New York all the way to Missouri, all the way to Arkansas, all the way to Texas. Then we do a West Coast loop. Like it's the pinnacle of of independent pro wrestling. Honestly, the one of the best wrestling promotions in the world. We have every style that you can go. We have lucha. We have regular wrestling. We got blood sport. We got high flying. We got every type. Any person, like it's just this is a locker room that you can build off of, and it's just anyone that talks trash just wants to either be a part or they don't know. But because the haters are there, it's giving us fuel for the fire. It's making us want to do more. You know what I'm saying? 32 out of 50 states. What other wrestling promotion other than WWE AEW is doing that? Other than TNA too.
not many. TNA is, I don't even know if it gets 32. They get a lot for sure, but I don't even know if they get
Yeah,
32.
you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like this is like back in the day territory, like NWA going all over. You know what I mean? Like it just can't be matched. You see that it's and like people could talk all their trash. At the end of the day, this is gonna be remembered for years to come. Just like how ECW is remembered, just how like TNA, how all these companies that were before that were the mainstay. This will be a moment in time for professional wrestling that people will look back on 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and be like, wow, look at that.
Yeah. And it's fun to talk about the GCW roster because aside from the vets that we see there, aside from the young guns like yourself that we see there, we have seen people like Shotzi Blackheart, Killer Cross, Scarlet, Elena Black.
Hmm.
A lot of the people who were Priscilla Kelly, who were on television, and that was like the first place I really wanted to go back to, and that should speak volumes to anyone who is watching this. And what is it like for you to see that happen and see like Killer Cross and Scarlet make their return to GCW or Shotzi make her return too?
It's awesome. I think, like, I can't speak for them, but I feel like it's like if you're gonna go fresh off of TV, you want to go to the best place because you want to go where the eyes are, and it's a great experience to have those people in the locker room because they're very influential and they're very helpful for us indie guys that have never been signed to a contract or don't know, to kind of help us with the little things and the fine points and having people like that's like that have done it. It's great, and obviously they're coming here for a reason. GCW is the top dog. Everyone in TV land knows it. Everyone over here knows it. Everyone outside, or even there's people that are non wrestling fans that are casuals that know GCW. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great spot and it's a great ecosystem where we can all come in and grow and help each other out, and I love it. Yeah, I think it's awesome that people fresh off TV love to come to GCW. Please more. You know what I'm saying? Everyone that wants to come through. It's fine. It ain't gonna take my spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to wrestle you. Come on, I'll show you what indie wrestling is like.
That's awesome. Honestly, it really does speak volumes, and this roster is just insane, man. It's untouchable. Honestly, I would put that roster up against TV rosters nowadays, and I think GCW clears it.
Yeah, I think you got the best wrestlers in the
Yeah.
world on TV, and you got the best wrestlers in the world
Yeah. So
on
I
GCW. What are you
For
saying?
sure, and I would be remiss if I didn't bring up. You've been in a few match of the year. Oh no, you're good. I was just gonna say I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up. You've been in a few match of the year contenders this year so far, and rightfully so. The magic you guys put on in the ring at GCW specifically is insane. But I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up the match with you, Jordan, and Marcus Mathers versus Billy Starks, Megan Bain, and Miyu Yamashita. Was this a match where you got to the back and you were like, "Holy fuck, that was awesome," or was this like a match where it was like you knew it was going to be a match of the year, like before it was even announced, or when it was even announced and you guys found out?
Um, I thought it was going to be a great match regardless. I don't know why there's a helicopter circling right now. I'm not running from no one. Anyways, no, it was one of those matches where like we knew everyone in there. You know what I'm saying? Like we know Megan is an amazing worker. We know Billy's an amazing worker. We know that Miu is an amazing worker. Marcus is one of our boys. We all came up at the same time. Um, we knew it was going to be a great match. Hartford was one of those matches where I don't think we could have planned to have that match. Like it was just the right environment, the right crowd, the time on the card, the way the card was built, everything that led up into that match was perfect for that to be what it was. And we got back to the back and we're like, wow, that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like I always have great matches, especially when we're in the Northeast because I'm a little fired up because it's like my house. So I'm like, I gotta show out. I gotta show them that the Northeast wrestling's still going on. You know what I'm saying? But it was amazing. That match was it's the highest rated intergender match of all time. 4 out of 5 stars on the Meltzer. Like I think it's probably my first ever. I think it's probably not even probably. I think it is my first ever time being rated by Meltzer. So it's fantastic. You know what I mean? Like that's matches that you train and you try and you call for years and years and years and years to have, and it just happens without you even meaning to. You know what I'm saying? So it was a fantastic experience. All the matches of the year, but that was match of the year.
Yeah, for sure. And when I watch you wrestle as a fan of yours for a while now, I think it's important to remember that although you're a great tag team wrestler, and although you're great at wrestling in six mans or 4 or 8 mans or whatever the hell type of tag team match you want to see, you're also one of the best singles wrestlers around today, and that's something that shouldn't be forgotten about either. And we saw that on display recently when you wrestled Alpha One against Trey Miguel of the Rascals. What was that match like for you, and how important is it to you to like still kind of remind everybody on Twitter? Because I know you gained probably a lot of following with your team with Jordan, but that you could be like, hey, I'm still a singles guy. Like I can still go without Jordan in my corner. I can go with Jordan in my corner. It doesn't matter.
That's the good thing about the tag team is that we're both still very good singles wrestlers. I'm very thankful for places like Alpha One, Ethan Page, and like AIW, Absolutely Intense Wrestling, and Limitless Wrestling, because they still give me the opportunities to be a singles wrestler and show why I am one of the best wrestlers in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, I love it up there. Those are my places. I feel like I'm home. The fans are amazing. And I want people to know that like just because me and Jordan won a tag team, we're still, if you take us separate, we're still the most booked wrestlers in the world, singles wise. We're still the best wrestlers in the world. It doesn't matter where we are at, where we are, who we're facing. We are like I am one of the best wrestlers in the world. I'm blessed with that because thanks God, thank you God for blessing me. You know what I'm saying? But um, I love matches like that because it still like gives me a reason to be in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like wrestling is a team sport, but it also is a solo sport. It's a lot like track, right? Track, you're training with your team. You're training for the same events. You're running together. You're doing everything together. The minute you get to a meet, yeah, I'm facing. Say when I was at track at East Boston, we would face like Latin Academy, right? Yeah, we're facing Latin Academy. That's our opponents for today. But when I'm running the 100-meter hurdles in indoor track, I'm still facing my boy Brandon, my boy Jose, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Alfred. Like there's still 3 EC high guys in my race. So it's like we're still racing towards the finish line. You know what I'm saying? It's great. It keeps me good, keeps me on my toes, keeps my cardio good because tag wrestling you get a chance to get out. You don't get that in singles wrestling. And Trey Miguel is one of the best in the world. I've been meaning to have that match for a while. Ethan's have blessed me with a lot of opportunities to get better by facing people like Stu Grayson, Trey Miguel, Daniel Garcia, a lot of names. Jimmy Jacobs had a banger with Jimmy Jacobs. So yeah, I'm blessed. Thank you for everyone that's look, just seen something in Alec Price and giving me the opportunity to show why I'm one of the best wrestlers in the world.
As 2025 really winds down, it's crazy to look back and just see like, well, in January you won the titles with Cole against Violence is Forever. I mean, it's crazy to just think about how the year has gone for you specifically. But where would you rank 2025 for you as like in terms of wrestling wise, as the year kind of does come to an end now?
I honestly think it's one of my best years of wrestling. If you look at it, I've done two international tours, my first ever time, and it's my first time my family, like someone in my lineage, has ever left the country. Like a lot of them haven't even left Massachusetts. Some of them have. Like my dad used to travel all over the country, but like first ever time going international, seeing how other people are and the cultures and everything over there. It was beautiful, and like I've done a lot of cool stuff this year. There was a point where I felt down on myself because I felt like I wasn't doing as much as I wanted to, but I realized that was me just being my own worst enemy, and I have to be grateful for the stuff that I have done this year because I've done a lot that I have never done in my career. You know what I'm saying? I've done a lot. I'm very grateful for being 9 years in and doing the stuff that I've gone able to do because there's people that are 20 years and never done anything. But yeah, this was one of my best years of professional wrestling. I've grown a lot this year, and I've done a lot, and yeah, I'm super grateful for 2025.
And the PWI 500 came out recently, and I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about your ranking number 165. What was it like for you when you found out that how high you were ranked? Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that was your highest
No,
since
my
you
highest
started
was
in 20.
last year. I was
What was last
92
year's?
last year.
That's right. All right. Yeah, but so this was your second highest, right? I think I want to say.
Yeah, so first year I was 163. Second year I was I think one something. Then I was 92. So it was 163, then 92, and then I'm 165. I'm grateful for being ranked on the PWI. PWI has historically been the ranking system for professional wrestling since the 70s, 80s. Whenever PWI started, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, my family like looks at the PWI rankings and they're not like they know wrestling because of me. They knew wrestling because, but they're not like wrestling fans. They're casuals and they're very like, wow, that's insane. Yeah, I don't. I did more tag stuff this year. I didn't do as much singles. I feel like if I went more singles, I would have been higher. But I'm still grateful for being 165. Like with all the tag stuff that I did do, and like I'm still ranked as one of the best wrestlers in the world. And they don't even rank tag teams like that because they it's a lot of like I was super grateful. Thank you to PWI. I can't complain. It's awesome. Like 92 is awesome. 165 is awesome. 163 is awesome. Anywhere else is awesome. I'm down. Let's go. I'm just. It's all.
That's
It's gonna
awesome.
be. It's what it is, bro. It's all leading up to when I'm in the top 50, and then when I'm in the top 20, and then when I'm on the top 10, and then one day be number one, and I'm on the cover. So it's fine, bro. It's just the growth, and it's the path, baby. Everyone's road's different.
100%. And I will say, in my opinion, you should be ranked much higher. I would rank you probably top 10 at this point because the matches you put on are just insane. And I give you a lot of credit for that. Seriously.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. So I do want to ask you, kind of looking ahead now towards the future, what are your future goals for this year? Whether as the year winds down, or even in 2026, do you have anything set out that you really want to accomplish still?
Yeah, I mean, I want to do a. I would like to do a month tour of Europe and Japan, like solo, like a month of Japan, maybe 3 months, because the smallest visa you can get 3 months, and maybe a month over in Europe, just going across the country, maybe ending in the Portugal, where my family's from the Azores, so maybe seeing the Gregorios that my family that I've never met before. And honestly, my goal is to get bigger, get in better shape, which I already am, but I need to get better and get signed. I'm at a point in my life and in my career where I feel like I'm waiting and I'm prepping until that opportunity comes, and I'm gonna be like a mold where you can't get rid of me. You know what I'm saying? Every time I'm like Deadpool. You try to kill me, you try to burn me every which way. Don't matter. I'm gonna stay there and figure out a way to be there and show why I'm the best. So those are my goals, and I'm just gonna keep praying, keep working hard, and I'll get there.
And did you have any future opponents you'd really love to share the ring with, whether it be in singles action or tag team?
I like the Rascals as a tag. I would also want to get like Zach Wentz as a singles match. Um, Will Oku, want Oku.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I want Oku bad. And yeah, I mean, I'm down to face everyone. My answer is always the same for this. Whoever wants to smoke, bring it on. TV or non-TV, Alec Price will face you, and Alec Price will wrestle you and outwork you. Come on.
I love it. And is there any final message that you could give to anybody watching this or reading this and how they can support you?
Any final message I would say is just for anybody that's trying to be a wrestler, wrestling's hard. It's something that you can never understand unless you're in it. It's going to test you. It's going to push you to the limits. It's going to make you feel like you don't want to do this, or do you really want to do this? And just keep going, keep pushing. Wrestling rewards those who put the work in. It doesn't matter if it's 10 years in, 5 years in, or 2 years. It doesn't 20 years. You will get where you want to go if you put in the work. And remember that we're all beautiful, and keep a great mind and always move forward. You know what I'm saying? If anyone wants to find me, look at Twitter, Instagram at the Price City OG, the Price City OG. Snapchat's only for the woes. Um, I got Threads now, but it's just the same thing as my Twitter. It's linked to my Twitter. I'm barely on Facebook. Check out my Big Cartel. I got a new shirt on there. Flying Beast just went out. Um, I'm gonna have a couple more merch going, and I'm gonna be better on social. So appreciate everyone. Thank you.
And
Also,
I'll be sure to link
follow here. Go follow Ponderings. PWP. Well, if you're on here and you're not following it, what are you doing? Follow the scoop. What are you doing? How dare you watch this interview? I know you probably like it because of me, but really you like it because of the podcast. So follow them on everywhere they're at: YouTube, Twitter, Patreon, Apple Music, wherever you can find us and listen to us. Come on, people, what are you doing?
I appreciate that. Seriously, that means the world, and I thank you very much. And I just want to say also thank you for your time today. It was a pleasure to work with you, and I will link everything in the description down below. If anyone who is watching this wants to go find him, it'll be just a click down in the description. So you have no excuse. You don't need to actually type it out. Literally, just click a button.
That's what I'm saying. Just click. Just click. You ain't got to copy, paste, nothing. You just got to click. Thank you for having me, bro. Thank you for letting me tell my story with your audience, and hopefully new people got to know me and like me. And yeah, it was awesome. Thank you for having me. I'm glad we got to do this.
I appreciate it. And everyone watching, go support Alec, go support YDNP, Bustah The Brain, whatever you want to call them. One of the best teams, one of the best wrestlers around today. And thank you for your time.
Let's go. Go Pats, go Bruins. Go Sox, even though they lost.
It's fine. I'm a Yankee fan, but we're about to lose too, so it's fine.
Yeah, bro, the Blue Jays are nasty this year.
Oh man, I don't know if it's the Blue Jays or if it's just the Yankees being terrible too. I think it's a mixture of everything.
Probably.
The Yankees are awful, man. It sucks. But
are the Sox, bro. It's fine.
I don't even consider, like, if you don't win a wild card game, not wild card, LDS game, you're not actually a part of the playoffs. Like, I don't like how they do the new setup now and everything.
Yeah,
man, it's just bad at that.
No, I get that. I agree, but what can you do? It's the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make baseball more exciting.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Peace.